Now, Kurt Cobain was one of the most iconic faces of the 90s and the voice of the grunge music scene. Head of the Kurt Cobain and Gods of Grunge and Rock exhibition, we had a chance to see some incredible pieces from his past. Martin Nolan from Julien's Auctions, a very familiar face and friend of the programme, is back again to tell us more. Good morning, Martin. You're always very welcome. You always bring these really fascinating things in. We will start with this one here on my right. And it's a cheerleader outfit. Now, what has a cheerleader outfit got to do with Kurt Cobain?
Because he actually wore it, and he wore it for a photo shoot with Rolling Stone magazine in January of '94, a couple of months before he sadly passed away so tragically. And yeah, there he is, and it's a Weatherwax High School colours, and he's wearing this cheerleader outfit.
This is the high school he went to?
Exactly, in Aberdeen, in Washington State.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the actual outfit?
This is his actual outfit, yeah. It's in fantastic condition. Of course, he only would have worn it, the actual, once for the photo shoot, and then it was, because he passed away, his family put everything away carefully and really cherished and took care of it right up until today.
So, first question that people will be asking is, oh, that's lovely, where did you get it from? This is all, obviously, the provenance has to be absolutely 100%. So this is all coming from the Cobain family? Exactly,
from family members, exactly. So it's in great condition, and provenance is 100% solid.
Okay, we're going to go over the other side now, just for the moment.
Yes.
And this has nothing to do with Kurt. This is Prince's jacket. This is made for him by Versace, was it?
Gucci, actually.
Gucci, I beg your
Yes, Gucci jacket. It's short blouse, and this comes from Prince's wife. She sold it way back when, and it comes with a letter of provenance from her, a letter of authenticity. But again, Prince, who passed away so tragically, is highly collectible. We estimate this $800 to $1,200, but will sell for several $1,000s.
He, he was tiny, and actually this gives you a sense of that. But it's amazing. When you had Marilyn Monroe's dress in, and some of the other bits and pieces, these are iconic things, and we see them on a 50-foot screen in the cinema.
Exactly.
You actually see them in person, you realise that these are actually quite small, physically small people.
Tiny people. Even Kurt Cobain, if you look at the outfit here again, just to go back to that, the waistline of that is really tiny. He was a skinny, scrawny, grungy guy. But yeah, so this is great. So this exhibition down at Newbridge at the Museum of Style Icons, it's all rock and roll. So of course we have almost 30 items from Nirvana, from Kurt Cobain especially. But you have,
Right, well, let's get to some of the more personal, much more personal items, because, he wore this once, great, fine, front cover of Rolling Stone. This is a handwritten letter by him, and you can explain to us what it's about.
So it's a letter where they're getting ready to do a video, and Kurt is writing down notes, asking for permission to use various things. He talks about a kid who lost a tooth, I think it was in Belgium, when in the scene where they break the guitars on stage. Piece of a guitar flew out, broke a kid's tooth. He wants that video. He wants to talk about that in a video he's putting together.
He got sued for that as well.
He did get he got sued for using a video of a model for what he called a cheesy TV commercial. He was very outspoken. He didn't mince his words. He just told it like it was.
No, he was a famous note writer and note taker. He kept books and boxes of them. So there's a lot of his handwritten stuff around. Does that diminish the value?
It doesn't. He is highly collectible. He also was a great artist, so a lot of his drawings or paintings are selling 60 to 80,000 right now. We estimate this 4,000 to 6,000 for this particular letter, but again, it'll sell for 20, 30, even more than that.
Okay, we'll go off Kurt for the moment, and we'll go to this. This is. Look, it's the glove. It's the Michael Jackson glove. Now, he used to take one of these off at the end of a show and throw it into the crowd. Is this one of those? Or?
So this is a glove. It's a right-handed glove he wore on the Triumph Tour in 1981. So it was a tour in the United States, 1981. What's significant about this glove, obviously, it's Michael Jackson's glove. You recognise it. There's a photograph of him. You probably see it on the screen where he's wearing the glove. The left-handed glove was the one he wore when he first performed the Moonwalk, 1983, the Motown 25-year anniversary special. And that glove we sold for $420,000 in 2009 to a casino in Macau. This is the right-handed glove of that. So again, this is very iconic. You notice there's no embellishment on the front, and that's because when he was holding the microphone...
Sorry, we'll just turn that around there. You see,
Yeah, so there's no crystals, no rhinestones at all in the front, because, holding the microphone, there'd be no noise or, So Michael was so much attention to detail.
Okay, so if they paid 400,000 for that, how many years ago?
That's 2009, soon after he passed away.
Have you made a call saying we found the other one?
Yes, I have actually, because the other one is still on display in a casino in Macau. So we estimated 60 to 80,000, but again, that's conservative. It should sell for a lot more than that.
Right.
You have a full pair of gloves then.
We have, indeed, you do. Let's go back to Kurt Cobain again right now. This is, anybody who's ever watched an MTV award show will know instantly what this is. Correct. It is one of them. What was this for?
This is 1992, his first time at the VMA Awards, and he won this for Smells Like Teen Spirit, which of course is a fantastic, massively popular song from Nirvana.
It's a hell of a weight to
really heavy. In fact, Kurt used it as a doorstop in his bathroom in his home in Aberdeen, in Washington.
So it was their first appearance kind of on network television, acceptance from the wider world of showbiz and rock and roll that, listen, we can't ignore you anymore, you've arrived.
Exactly, much to the chagrin of Axl Rose, and there was a little bit of an ongoing spat with Axl Rose.
And it was for Teen Spirit, so therefore, which of course is the most iconic song, it's the song that blew the doors off.
Absolutely. Well, you know, Nevermind and Lithium and all that, but like this was really iconic. We estimated 60 to 80,000.
You can add a naught to that, can't you?
I know a naught, but certainly several 100,000 because it's so important and it's hugely collectible. And it's Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that the family would let something like that go.
You know, it comes a window, you know, in people's lives, everyone is changing. It's a time when they let stuff go. They know that the wider world will appreciate them. Museums love to own items like this, and that's why Museum of Style Icons were open until October 25th. People will come down to Newbridge to see these from all over Europe.
Very quickly, there'll be a lot of people this morning who kind of go, grunge, what? When did that happen? But they will go, the King, Elvis. And
Absolutely.
we have, for those of you who are Elvis fans, possibly the best looking pop star there ever was.
Absolutely.
The most gorgeous man, certainly in rock and roll. This is an Elvis ring.
Elvis ring. It's a 14-carat yellow gold diamond ring with a sapphire and 16 full-cut diamonds around it. And
he used to give these as presents to people.
He had a jeweler working day and night in Memphis, making custom jewellery. He used to love to design jewellery, and he gave them out. He gave this to his doctor, Dr. Gannon, in Las Vegas, who gave a lot of gifts, cars, jewellery. We sold a ring back in May at the Hard Rock Cafe in New York for $250,000, the one he wore on the Aloha tour with the horseshoe. So Elvis died in 1977, still very relevant, still highly collectible.
Even as a piece of jewellery, Martin, what would that be worth?
Well, intrinsic value, we probably have it. We estimate at 4,000 to 6,000, so that'll be around the range of its worth.
But this is Elvis with full
value.
provenance. And,
exactly.
You know, these days there's less and less of this available, so the value goes up.
The value goes up, and especially it comes with the letter from the doctor, so the authenticity again is really good. But it's a great exhibition, and Newbridge is definitely worth a visit through October 25th, and people really enjoy it. Gods of grunge.
Sorry, I just heard. Will say that again in my ear? Yeah, it says, actually, we're just having something pointed to us there. Pop Goes the Music. Do you know what that is about?
This is on his actual letter.
On Kurt Cobain's letter?
No,
what the reference is?
It's just, you know, he was constantly,
one of these
whenever
random thoughts he
came
put
into
down.
his head, as you said, copious amount of notes in his mother's house that I was in Olympia in Washington State. Boxes of cards and note cards and paintings and writings, and he was a brilliant man. He was a troubled man, but he had a brilliant creative mind.
Actually, somebody may know this. I don't know. I'm not fully familiar with his lyrics, but that may have turned up as a line of a lyric, not as a song title that I know of, or maybe it would have been a future song title. Who knows?
Absolutely.
We will never know, will we?
Constantly jotting down notes, exactly.
There's an endless fascination with this, and I can kind of understand why. Listen, Martin, thank you. It's a pleasure as always. You always bring something interesting in for us.